You should play slow, don't make noise, always rotate, never peek twice. All of that advice is correct, and it will absolutely get you killed. Because most beginners don't fail because of bad aim, but instead because they're copying people who play a completely different Hunt Showdown. Oh, and by the way, in the end of this video, I have one secret weapon that you can use to defeat almost every veteran in this game. Veterans' hunt advice isn't wrong, it's just not for you. Here's the structural mistake. Beginners think they lose because they're not playing correctly. So, they look up guides. They watch high MMR players. They copy positioning, they copy pacing, they copy decision making. But they forget one critical thing. Veterans aren't surviving because of the rules. They're surviving because they understand the exception. And that difference is massive. Veterans will say, play slow, hunt rewards patience. That is true, but beginners interpret it as move less. And there is a big difference between slow and informed and slow and confused. Veterans move slowly because they already know sound radius, trigger distances, movement paths, and common rotations. Beginners move slowly because they are unsure, and uncertainty plus hesitation equals predictability. And predictable players get pre-aimed. So, slow isn't bad? Slow is powerful, but only when you understand what is happening. If you're just standing still hoping to avoid danger, you're not being patient, you're being readable and annoying to other players. Veterans avoid sound because they know when it matters. Beginners avoid sound because they're afraid. They crouch walk everywhere, they take long rotations, and they refuse to sprint. But here's the twist. Silence doesn't make you invisible, it just slows you down. And speed is information control. If you never make noise, you also never force reactions. And Hunt Showdown punishes passive information the most. Sometimes being loud is safer, because at least you control the engagement. This is classic advice. And again, it's correct. But here's the crucial thing beginners miss. Veterans break that rule constantly because they re-peek when they know the enemy has to reload, the angle is slightly shifted, and the enemy expects a rotate. It's not about never, it's about timing. Beginners copy the rule, veterans understand the exceptions. And without understanding the exceptions, you're just surrendering space. So, rules are meant to be broken? The rules are training wheels. Veterans don't use training wheels. They read patterns. And beginners try to follow those patterns without understanding the exceptions. That's why it feels unfair. Here's the psychological trap. You copy veteran behavior. You die anyway. So you assume, I'm just bad. But you're not bad. You're trying to play a high information style without high information. Veterans don't hesitate because they're disciplined. They hesitate because they know you will make the first mistake. And that difference is everything. And here's something most people won't tell you. Beginners have one massive advantage: unpredictability. You don't know the correct rotation. You don't know the standard angle. And you don't know the expected timing. And that is exactly what makes you dangerous. Veterans die in chaos all the time. And the moment you start over-optimizing before understanding, you will lose that edge. So, what should beginners actually do? Play active. Play intentional. Don't copy styles. Build understanding. Speed up your learning, not your hesitation. And try to find your own style. I, as an example, always try to play the Mosin because the veterans told me it's the best weapon in the game. And I was stuck in MMR 3 without growing. But after switching to the bomb lance, I instantly jumped up to MMR 6. Not because I suddenly found an overpowered secret weapon, but because the bomb lance fits my personal playstyle the most. If I would have continued playing like everyone told me to, I wouldn't have been improving. So try to find your own style. And I guarantee you, you will definitely succeed. And by the way, if you enjoy short, high-density analysis videos like this one, focused on when you should listen to veterans and when to ignore them. That's exactly what this channel does. Subscribing makes sense. Veteran advice isn't wrong, it's just context dependent. Hunt Showdown isn't about following rules, it's about understanding why rules exist. And if you don't know why something works, copying it won't save you. It will just make you slower. And in Hunt Showdown, slow without understanding is just certain death.